last part we spoke about an active fence. Ben here spoke about the active fence and showed you how if you're not an aggressive type of person, you're better to try and pull into yourself and pull the shoulders up, chin down, focusing on the shoulders and the chest area and all that sort of stuff. But the chin down gives you the impression, or gives them the impression, that you're a little bit timid. Your hands are up and you go, man, I don't really want to fight, but it gives you that sort of ability to be able to be ready for anything that comes along. This is the next part to that, whereas if you're a bit more of an aggressive type of person, you need to be able to learn and to read the situations, because this one could go really bad real fast, but you've got to be prepared to be able to go for that situation if that's what you want to do. But it is a good situation. It is a good fence to be. It's still an active fence, but it's more aggressive, and it's now calling the bluff of the person. So
yeah, it's for someone who you feel like is. Maybe the bigger guys tend to do this more, where they're a bit of a bully, and but they've never, trying to show off. They've never really been tested, and they've always been able to bully people, and they've always been the one to give up to start with. Whereas if you put pressure onto that person, they might just collapse into a heap and not be prepared, or not have enough experience dealing with someone who's even more aggressive than what they are in return. So yeah, it can go wrong when the other person gets off on that and uses it as an excuse to hit you. Is if you amp up the aggression level even higher, they can go even higher than you. But this sort of technique is for someone who you're trying to call their bluff and meet their aggression with even more of your own aggression.
Yeah.
So,
if you have a look in the animal kingdom, you'll see lions, wolves, all the high-end animals. If they are feeling scared and all that, their way of not showing it is by their heckles up. They keep moving. We're not going to stand in a still position. We keep moving in an aggressive manner, always maintaining some sort of focus on the thing that we're going. It's the same sort of principle.
So if I'm the big bully in this sort of situation,
he's come up.
I'm going to come and close the gap. My hand might be up.
He's being aggressive, swearing at me, doing whatever. So I stand here and I don't take it. I just go, back the fuck up, oh fucking motherfucker. Oh, you want to go? I'm going to fuck. And you get full on hyped. And you go, and you keep moving, and you watch the guys that are, if there's more than one, it's really super aggressive. And but it is, like I said, if you do that, and he is a super aggressive person as well, they can come back. But what you've got to realise is, if I've done this, boom, and I'm going back and I'm moving and I'm pointing and I'm being hyper, he comes at me, boom, boom, it starts. You don't give him the chance.
There's no middle ground for this one.
No.
If someone does get in your face this way and you give them a shove and they return and close that distance again,
it has to be on.
That's when it's 100%. That's another line in the sand. But you've sort of called their bluff, because you could strike them straight in the face to begin with, but you've given them a shove, and you don't even need to give them a shove. You could just give them the full-on aggression and attack, and the verbal attack as well, and tell them to get back and call them every other sort of name under the sun. And if they start to back off and create more distance, then you know it's working. But if they start to close that gap again, that's when you know you're going to have to start to use your preemptive strike.
And like Ben said, you don't have to shove him. Another one of this exact same thing is, if he's being aggressive, is I keep monitoring of his hands by moving in closer, and I go, you really want to go, you motherfucker? I get my head right in here and I go, you sure you want to fucking go? And I keep monitoring his hands. He feels uncomfortable and he's got to move away, or he starts trying to grab you. When you're that close, people freak a little bit, so it's another way of doing it, but it's the same principle. You keep on them, you move, you do whatever. So yeah, it's and this really sets up. He wants to move, he wants to boom, the headbutt's there. So you don't notice that, the headbutt, boom. It's all there, it's tight. And I'm monitoring the hands, so if he does try, if I'm standing here and I'm monitoring these hands, he tries to grab me, boom, I'm in. The headbutt's there, it's all starting. So it's you're able to feel what's going on. So yeah, it's good. Cool.
Nice.
That's great. Awesome. All right.
The other one was the